From Hatchie Liquorice. I'm a bit perplexed to this day that Hatchie's sophomore album clicked so well for me. Maybe it was that subtle amplification of her dream pop sound towards 90s Britpop that made the flighty yet heavenly swell click so goddamn well. Clearly nostalgic, but with rock solid songcraft. But now with this album 3 years later, after moving back to Australia for a hiatus and away from the murderer's row of veteran producers to just working with fellow dream pop artist J-Som and her husband and long-running co-writer, well, it's where I might break from some long-time running fans of the genre, but it feels like a tangible regression to me. Yeah, you can obviously pick out the dream pop textures of the late 80s and 90s, especially Cocteau Twins, with the softer fizz around the jingling guitars, the wiry echoes of bass, and the thicker reverb around the vocals. And there are some cuts that still have some of that cycling Britpop tone, like Only When Laughing, Carousel, Sage, or Lose It Again, with some effervescent gloss, along with Wonder and Stuck sounding like if an off-brand Always was recording in the late 90s. But the sweetness has picked up a sour edge with every melodic splash or drum pickup that sounds awkwardly chalky, or on Lose It Again blaring in a really ugly way, which then spills into the dreary, feedback-swollen minor slog of Anchor. And when the hooks just don't soar in the same way as Hatchie luxuriates in the mist, I'm just way less impressed by textures I've heard done better for decades now. And the lyrics only somewhat help. Hatchie's described these songs around a love story that feels transitory by design, where none of these scenes are built to last, and that's supposed to give them their power. A microcosm of emotion unconcerned with memory or future, with a narrator intensely self-aware about that experience, but it's trying not to play defense given her equally flawed romantic partners. And if it all feels a bit indulgent and capricious, except when it doesn't and wants to be achingly sincere, or can't fully sidestep the heartbreak like on Wonder or Stuck, this is a backdrop where that escapism mostly works. It's soft-focused melodrama that probably should look deeper in words, but intentionally goes the other way. Wants its cake and eat it too, or candy in this case. But when the songs just aren't as sticky and you're not enraptured by the texture, ironic how it has words for nostalgia while feeling so beholden to it sonically, metatext and subtext that's gotta be intentional, it just doesn't click as strongly. Certainly an intriguing listen for a certain stripe of dream pop. It'll have some thematic depth that goes overlooked. I'm just not sure I'm going back to it. That's all.